So today, the Desigo Insight migration, the plan is to give you, of course, information how the migration can be proceed, what has to be included in terms of planning, you know. So it's not only graphics migration. We want to give you information so you are aware, or you should be aware afterwards, to see what the whole content is in migrating the Desigo Insight to the Desigo CC. This is the main goal of today, basically. Okay, so let's start with the licensing. And I'm now switching over to this screen. In terms of migration, the only up-to-date and valid documentation is really the sales policy. You know, this is the last sales document released from the three we are having. You know, sales release and the other two. So this is the really most up-to-date document, and contains all the points about all the information about migration in terms of licensing. So if I scroll down, there is chapter number 5 here, software migration policy. So we jump straight away to this point, and then you see here the common migration principles. Okay. We will go now through those points, not in detail, but have a look at it. So migration discounts are available for SSP and for solution partners. Okay. There are two different migration discounts: the standard software migration and privileged software migration. We will see what kind of software versions are included in those migration discounts. Okay. Then migration discounts are only available for previous management station, where the legacy software version to be migrated has been in operation for at least 1 year. And to get migration discount, a specific migration license can be ordered instead of the base license items, and so on and so on. So migration discounts are only available for the Desigo CC Cerberus DMS license, with up to the same functionality and size as the existing management station on the site. And now the next point is really important. Migration license items for a project have to be ordered all together with a single order. So multiple orders of migration license items for one project are not possible. Okay. So it is, of course, it is obvious that a larger project can't be probably migrated in one stage. You might have to plan different phases on site, okay, when you're having a large project, a Desigo Insight or also an MMA 1000 project. But from the point of view that the customer gets the discounts, you need to order, you need to process the migration in one order. This is important. And additional license options for the Desigo CC, okay, or Cerberus DMS. So adding more data points that the customer had with the legacy software and so on can always be ordered at the base price. All migration orders are placed on hold until proven eligible. Okay, once verified, the order will be released from hold and processed. We'll see this. Then, important to know, so the replaced system cannot be extended or upgraded anymore. And the migrated product can only be run during a transition period of up to 24 months after the activation, okay, of the corresponding Desigo CC servers DMS license. Now, this is, again, in larger project, you might have the situation that you need more than 24 months, okay, because you're migrating in stages, okay, not in different phases, not in one phase. So therefore, if you're from SSP, you contact the migration portfolio team in SSP. If you want to extend the 24 months, you know, so if you think you need 36 months or whatever, get in contact. When you're from SSP, get in contact with the SSP migration portfolio team, service migration portfolio team, and if it's a project coming from the validator partners or the B team, then get in contact with the headquarter product management. And then it's not allowed to reuse or resell the license of the migrated product, okay? And if the system stays in operation after transition period, CPS reserves the right to claim the difference to the base price, and so on and so on. So have a look to these points, and make sure that you know them, and you're not surprised then, you know, basically. Then, migration order process. Well, there are some different points here mentioned, and there is a video tutorial which explains the detail. And I would like to show you now this video tutorial. I can't show it on this machine because I'm not connected to our Siemens network. But I will now switch over to my notebook. And you remember Monday, when we were talking about licensing, Monday morning, I showed you this page telling you that we will go more in detail in today, basically. And there is a link. So this link and this link over here goes to the same place, basically. So this means I already opened that link because sometimes it takes a bit of time. And I will now basically show you that movie, which explains the process, how to order migration, okay? So it's a 9-minute movie. And let's see if...
In this tutorial, we will show you the enhancements we have implemented in the LMS cockpit in order to support and simplify the workflow for ordering of migration. This graphical presentation shows the workflow of ordering of a license. We will look at the case that the Siemens regional company is ordering a license, which is a migration of an existing legacy system, and which is eligible to the migration discounts. The first step is that the logistic of the regional company will enter the order in their local SAP system. Here, they will create a new customer site ID, and now with the new enhancement, they will be able to enter the details of the existing legacy system. Migration products are discounted products, and will be checked by headquarters logistic for their eligibility. The SAP part numbers are tagged with an SAP order stop. Headquarters logistic will validate the stopped order by getting the migration details of the customer site ID from the LMS cockpit, then validating the order. If the validation is successful, then the order will be released. In case the order incomplete or is not reflecting the eligibility of the license, then it is cancelled. In this section, a migration is the substitution of an installed and listed Siemens CPS management station by Desigo CC. Listed means it is a CPS management station, which is eligible for the migration discounts as per the Desigo CC sales policy. The following parts of the LMS cockpit have been enhanced to support the migration. Create a new customer site ID. Search and retrieve the data of a specific customer site ID. Further new buttons has been added to the LMS cockpit. The migration tracking changes, where the user can see what changes have been done to the migration data of the customer site ID. And the migration tracking, which has been added to support the use case that the installation is having more than one legacy management station being merged to one TBS Desigo CC system. We will go into their details shortly. Now, we want to go through the use case that a new customer site ID is to be created. This customer installation is having already a CPS legacy management station. Let's say it is a Desigo Insight. The user needs to have the project reference, which he will need to enter in this case during the customer site ID creation. The user calls the UI to create the new customer site ID by clicking on the LMS cockpit button. The corresponding UI for creation of new customer site ID is opened, and the user can enter his data. One checkbox, Has Migration, has been added to this UI. The user in this case needs to check the checkbox, Has Migration, and enter the corresponding legacy system with its reference. By clicking on the Migration Product field, the list of valid management station names is provided as a selectable items. The user selects the correct management station name, which is in this case, Desigo Insight. The user enters the project reference of the Desigo Insight system, which will be migrated to a modern Desigo CC management station. Then selects the button, Create, to create the customer site ID. A new customer site ID, 4833, has been created. Now the user can click on the Exit button in order to exit this UI, and proceed for example with the ordering. Now, the user can double-check the customer site ID that has been created. The user clicks the button Customer Site, CSID, in the search area of the LMS cockpit. The LMS cockpit search window has been enhanced by migration criteria. This will help users to better and efficiently search the customer site IDs. The user has the option to search for customer site IDs with migration of a specific legacy management station, or only those without migration, or to leave the field Has Migration empty to search in all kinds of customer site IDs. The user can see the newly created customer site ID and can see the migration details by scrolling the window to the right side. The marked columns in this view of the customer site ID are new. The column, Has License, says that the CSID has already a license inside or is still empty. The column, Has Maintenance, gives information whether the customer site ID is having a valid SIR or not. The columns, Has Migration, Migration Product, and Project Reference, give the information of the migration associated to the customer site ID. In this case, we can see that our migration entry for Desigo Insight. Now, let's have a look at the other functionalities provided to support migration. In case the customer has two different Siemens CPS management stations, Desigo Insight for comfort and MM8000 for fire protection, he decided to migrate both of them to one Desigo CC. Then he can add a second migration management station to the same customer site ID, and specify the details of the installed and operational management station. By clicking the button, Migration Tracking, in the LMS cockpit, the corresponding window opens, where he can complete this task. You can search for the specific customer site ID that needs to have a second migration product assigned. Now, the user can add a second migration product and specify the project reference, so that Logistic can validate the order. The new migration product of this customer site ID has been added. There is an additional functionality, which is restricted to headquarters logistic, where assigned migration products can be removed, or project references can be rectified. This is the window, which allows the headquarters logistic to correct the CSID, in case of an error, by entering the data from the regional company. In this case, a wrong dongle number has been entered, and the headquarters will correct from 99,803 to 99,813. We can now verify that the correction, conducted by headquarters logistic, has been processed successfully. The last part of this tutorial, we show you the functionality behind the button, Migration Tracking Changes. Here, the user can see which products has been assigned or modified within the given customer's site ID. Summary. In this tutorial, we have shown the enhancement implemented in the LMS cockpit to simplify the migration ordering. With this enhancement, you are able to enter the details of the migration product directly during the creation of the customer's site ID. Make sure that you do not make a mistake, because only headquarters can rectify entries related to migration entries. The concept supports the few cases that a customer migrates two different Siemens CPS management stations into one Desigo CCTBS system. Thanks for watching this video tutorial.
So, okay. This is the process of ordering the migration. And let's go and have a look to the further information in here. So migrations from current CPS management stations. So we have Aperture inside, Desigo inside, MM8000, NCC and Cyclomat X. Okay. Now here's some further information in terms of discounts which are available for up to the same functionality and size. Okay. And so basically it's the same functionality and the same size, but nevertheless you can order up to 25% additional data points, okay, which are in the previous, in the actual legacy system. So this is a good way to maybe give the customer the opportunity also to enhance maybe the projects. So the system will allow you and accepts up to 25% more data points than actually being installed right now in the customer side. Okay, and then here down here, some more information about how you can order packages, basically. Then the next point is actually where we're talking about the privileged software migration and the standard software migration packages. Okay, these are the two conditions. The conditions are shown here, and depending on the software version you're having or the customer has on a site, the privileged software migration has a higher discount rate, and this a lower discount rate, basically. Okay, these are the differences. And in terms of the Desigo inside, all projects up from version 5.0 to to the actual version will have a higher discount rate. And MMA 1000, you see the information here with the umbrella contract, okay, 4.8 or newer. And in business year 19 up into the business year 19, also version 6, only version 6 will have the opportunity of this discount rate. This is also important to know, so the newest version. And a bit less discount rates here from the point of view of the Desigo inside, all versions older than, of course, version 5.x. And if you are now looking into the migration from the Desigo inside, so migration, whatever the migration will be equivalent to the standard feature set. So there is no migration possibility to the compact feature set. It will be migrated to the standard feature set. This is one option, and here you have now the list of the Desigo inside features, okay, all license options, and here shown if they are included or what kind of ordering you have to make to add them into the Desigo CC.